everyone watch next?
Naruto. You definitely need to watch Naruto next. And like it's one of those, I know it's a big series, but honestly, starting from the very first on Naruto and moving on to Naruto Shippuden, and if you want to move on to Boruto, that's on you. It's got such a strong character build to it, and a lot of people, it's kind of like one of the originals, of course. Following him all the way through his journey is just awesome, and it kind of just brings you into all these like life lessons that a lot of us go through in the first place. So it's a well put together anime with ninjas, a bunch of different like badass freaking ninjutsu, and it's just all around great action, great motivational type anime, and, and actually funny on a lot of occasions. So I think absolutely Naruto is one of the ones. I would literally say work your way through the Zabuza arc, and then as soon as you do that,
Oh yes.
you're hooked.
I'm not much of,
True.
I'm not much of a fan of Naruto in general,
Uh-huh.
but I have to say the Sabuza fight is amazing. It's so good, and
Oh,
it was got me slightly interested in Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's literally it's the fight that really, like, it honestly, to all the way to the end of Naruto and Boruto, it's still one of the best fights. Absolutely. And it was at the beginning of the show. And that's man, it will hook you. Absolutely.
So, Kiwi, what is your recommendation?
I'll be honest with you, it's big in Western area. I would have to go with Fairy Tale. Now, the reason I said Fairy Tale is because when they watch Fairy Tale, I hear a lot of people like before I got really Fairy Tale, they really like it. The concept of it, they really like it. The moment you got into it, like the first episode, you just got into it. It's like, oh my god, why? Like, it makes you want to watch more. And I feel like Fairy Tale is a perfect way for your second anime to dip into an actual genre of entire thing, because it actually has magic and has fightings. It has cool choreography. It has a lot of building from iconic, like the friendship kind of thing. But later on, you will notice that theme is going to be talked about a lot in shonen series and other series as well. So just keep that in mind. And also, that's the reason why I recommend the Fairy Tale.
Yeah, I have to say, Fairy Tale is a very good choice because it is good. It is better than a lot of people say it is. It definitely is, and I still, to this day, I really like Fairy Tale.
Oh yeah.
With now Eden
Yes.
Zero up, it's a follow-up piece for the mangaka of Fairy Tale, Hiro Mashima. Pizza, what is your recommendation after the people watch JoJo's?
I mean, if you watch JoJo, you don't want anything else. There is so many. Like, once you watch JoJo and you go to a different kind of shonen anime, you're like, I mean, this is a typical shonen. It's the same. JoJo's different. JoJo's different. But there's so many more top animes that everyone could watch. You can go to like a lot of sites or whatever. But the one that like really got me hooked is Death Note.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
that
Death Note.
was
So
I
good.
mean,
about.
it's actually like if you watch it, you are like there are like some type of memes, but not much,
Yeah.
not JoJo much,
It's
not
so
that
good.
makes it, but it's so there are so many things that makes it so good, so many like little details.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of it's more of a mind battle than an actual battle.
Yes.
And seeing that in an anime is like really nice. Seeing someone actually using their brain capacity, and then seeing those little hints there, this and there.
Mhm.
It's insane. If you want, it's like 50, maybe not, like 30 episodes, maybe.
Don't put me on it. I think it is
Meh,
somewhat 38 episodes.
It's 37. You're close.
Oh, 37. Oh, okay. I
You're
was
close.
close.
You
I was
are really
close.
close.
I choose Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mhm.
Because it's very recent. Also one of the newer shonens alongside with Demon Slayer. Jujutsu Kaisen, it got me hooked very, very early on. I started out watching it, and then I when I finished the season, I was like, okay, and now I'm going to read the manga. So I started at chapter 0. I started at chapter 0, which is like the introduction chapter to get a series going in the Shonen Jump. They make like a trial chapter to see if people are reading it or people like it, and then it got serialized, and then I started like chapter 1, and I'm not up to date with the manga. It's good, and I'm really looking forward for the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen, and it just Jujutsu Kaisen also like the alongside with Demon Slayer. I mean, it does not surpass Demon Slayer in their animation
No doubting.
style or quality, but it still has a very good animation quality, and the style is really. I think I like the style. It's not as unique or like from the line with the whole animation of Demon Slayer. It's you cannot compare Demon Slayer to other anime, I think, because they tried something new in animation, and it worked out. It worked pretty well.
Muninn, if I can add anything, Demon Slayer comes in, set the expectation high, and I was like,
Yes.
now My Hero Academia doesn't
Yeah.
work. What I said.
Yes.
With that, you're saying it set it high and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As soon as JJK came out and stuff like that, man, it was like a lot of people actually are like, oh, look at the animation of JJK. Like, it's good, but it's not good enough. But JJK's animation is amazing. It's really great abstract horror art.
Yeah.
What I think, where actually, in my opinion, Jujutsu Kaisen even goes over Demon Slayer, I think, is with the fighting choreography.
Yes, with the fighting.
Their fights are so good. They look so
choreography.
pleasing, and the choreography of the fights is so amazing. And I think it's better than Demon Slayer. Even though the overall animation style is not as unique as Demon Slayer, they make up for it in the fights.
Oh yeah, and you know what? One of the fights that actually comes in JJK is when he goes against the other school. The main character goes against the other school and stuff like that, and it's like a one-on-one battle between the big strong dude and him. And and that the choreography for that is just absolutely crazy. Like the amount of things that they're thinking of, like techniques and stuff like that. Even like the positioning of feet and like rotation of the body. Like me being a freaking martial arts nerd, I'm looking at these things. I'm like, oh, those are real punches. Those are real kicks. Those are real knees. And like the way they're preparing these things, it had me nerd out even more.
I look at it. Well, I look at it from the perspective how the camera moves around them, and how they rotate the camera around the characters in the shots. It a little bit. It reminds me of Matrix.
Yeah,
like you know the Matrix, where they had like all the cameras going around and like the bullets
like
were
in circles while they're fighting and stuff. Oh,
while they're fighting, and I think it reminds me a little bit of that, and it's so good and it's so well executed.
I want to say something. So I started JJK, and around episode 2, there was a scene that he was taken over by I forgot what his name is.
Don't give too much away.
Don't give too much
I'm
away.
not like, but basically there was a fight between the guy with the bandages and then and him when the thing, and then the choreography. I love that choreography. I'll be honest with you. If you could tell, if you are a fan of us, you could tell I put JJK in our intro because how good of the choreography of that fight.
That's the first time he's seeing his sensei too, and it's just dude.
I mean,
that
the
fight
thing
got me hooked. That fight got me hooked on Jujutsu Kaisen.
I mean, a lot of people like the fighting part, but in the beginning of the episode, you see him with his grandfather.
Yeah,
just as those little things. That what Muninn is thinking right now. Those little things is just it hits you right in the feels.
Yes,
it's so I mean, it just makes you sad. You're like, oh, I want to watch an anime that's hype or whatever.
It's so true.
And then it's And then you see that and you're like, oh, my heart.
I
It's
get
gone.
goosebumps.
I mean,
Oh, my heart.
also, what's very important in like animes, it's like you always see the main character like 99% of the time in the screen. With JJK, you see everyone eventually. Like, it's not far,
Yes.
but you'll see them and you'll see the camera going ham, graphics is going ham. Almost my video card was busted because I put it on full max, you know. It was so clean. It was so clean.
So
Everything is
good.
clean.
Hey fellow otakus, thank you for watching a short clip of the Otaku International podcast. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment down below. You can watch the whole podcast on our YouTube channel. Also, follow our social medias for additional content and polls. Keep updated. We will see you next time.